Dorit Kemsley makes definitive statement on PK. After a season filled with indecision, Dorit Kemsley has made up her mind about the future of her marriage to Paul PK Kemsley, and she's opening up about it on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 reunion. In a preview of Part 1, airing Tuesday, April 1 on Bravo, host Andy Cohen asks the mother of two about her hesitancy to file for divorce, prompting Dorit to reveal her newfound outlook on her marriage. "As of a week ago, I've chosen not to have much of a relationship with him," she says of PK. The pair continue to co-parent their two children, Jagger and Phoenix Kemsley, with PK having custody of them on Saturday nights. If he's in town, Dorit adds. Does Dorit Kemsley want to get back together with PK? After what she says in the rhobh Season 14 reunion preview, the answer is seemingly no. However, she previously shared that she was still open to reconciling with PK. He just might not feel the same way. "I don't think if I decided I wanted to get back together that it would happen just like that," she told Andy on the March 11 episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. Dorit's relationship status is just one of many revelations she shares at the reunion. In the preview, she also addresses reports about her and PK's finances. Is Dorit and PK Kemsley's house in foreclosure? Dorit clarifies in the reunion clip that her and PK's formerly shared Encino home was in pre-foreclosure, but that it's since been resolved. "I had no idea about it. He told me that they changed the rate. He was trying to get a hold of somebody. Nobody was returning his calls. That's the way he does business. Until they give him his call back, he's not going to pay," Dorit explains. "He resolved it. They ended up calling. That's what he said." After Dorit makes the clarification about her house, the conversation moves to Sutton Strack. Why Sutton Strack is concerned about Dorit's finances. Though Erica Jane and others have expressed concern about Dorit's financial well-being amid her separation from PK in Season 14, Sutton is admonished by Dorit for doing so in the Part 1 preview. She tells Sutton, "You have to actually care about someone, have compassion, like someone, to be worried about them." Sutton replies that she spoke out because she's worried about all women who may be in the dark when it comes to their spouse's financial dealings. She notes that she was totally unaware she owned two baseball teams until she and ex-husband, Christian Strack, begin their divorce proceedings. She ultimately walked away from the marriage with at least $300,000 a month in spousal support. "But I had a lot of things that surprised me, and I think that communication in a marriage is so important," Sutton says. Dorit Kemsley makes definitive statement on PK, a journey of realization and self-discovery. The world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has always been a tumultuous one, filled with glitz, glamour, and drama that keeps fans coming back for more. This season, the focus shifts to Dorit Kemsley, a cast member who's known for her impeccable fashion sense, luxurious lifestyle, and, as the latest reunion show preview reveals, her complicated relationship with her husband, Paul PK Kemsley. After months of indecision and speculation, Dorit has finally made a definitive statement about the future of her marriage, and she's ready to share it with the world. The tension of uncertainty. Dorit's relationship with PK has always been a subject of conversation on the show. From the very beginning, viewers were drawn into their dynamic, a blend of love, tension, and occasional drama. The couple has weathered their fair share of storms, from PK's business troubles to the high-profile home invasion that left Dorit shaken. But despite all the external challenges, they've always managed to come back together, showing a united front in front of the cameras. However, things are different this time. At the Season 14 reunion of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, host Andy Cohen probes Dorit about the hesitation surrounding her decision to file for divorce. "What's holding you back?" he asks, knowing that Dorit's journey over the past season has been fraught with inner turmoil. Her answer, however, is one that surprises both Andy and viewers alike. As of a week ago, I've chosen not to have much of a relationship with him. Dorit reveals calmly, her tone steady but resolute. The words carry weight, signaling the end of a chapter. For those who have followed the couple's ups and downs, this statement feels final. There's no longer the hint of possibility that they may rekindle their romance. The spark that once fueled their marriage has slowly, but surely faded. The decision to move forward. While Dorit's announcement at the reunion might seem like a bombshell to some, the truth is that this decision has been a long time coming. Over the course of the season, viewers have witnessed Dorit's internal struggle. One minute, she seems unsure, conflicted between keeping her family together for the sake of their children, and the next, she expresses frustration over PK's inability to communicate effectively or take responsibility for his actions. The balancing act of co-parenting, managing a public life, and dealing with private pain seemed to have reached its breaking point. For Dorit, the moment of clarity came when she realized she could no longer live in a marriage where there was no genuine connection, no emotional investment. I think when you've been married for so long and you've tried every possible way to make it work, you get to a point where you have to make a decision for yourself. She later confides in a one-on-one interview segment, the weight of her words hanging in the air. The reality is, Dorit and PK's marriage has faced its fair share of challenges, many of which were publicly aired on the show. The strain of constant public scrutiny, the stress from financial difficulties, and the emotional distance between them all culminated in this decision. And now, for the first time in years, Dorit is standing firm in her choice, no longer wavering or uncertain. The future of co-parenting. Though Dorit has made it clear that she is stepping away from PK, she also stresses that her commitment to co-parenting their two children, Jagger and Phoenix, remains unchanged. We have to be the best parents we can be for our kids, Dorit says with a deep sense of conviction, her focus shifting to her role as a mother. We both love them more than anything, and that's what matters. In this new chapter, the couple is navigating the delicate balance of co-parenting. PK has custody of the children on Saturday nights. If he's in town, Dorit adds. While that's a logistical detail that seems fairly simple on the surface, it also speaks to the complexity of their relationship. PK's business ventures often take him away, creating an emotional distance that Dorit has mentioned in passing throughout the season. Yet, despite all that, the two remain committed to providing a stable environment for their children. And while their romantic relationship might be over, Dorit seems to have found peace in this new arrangement, placing the well-being of her children at the center of her decisions. For her, it's no longer about salvaging a marriage that has run its course, but rather about ensuring her children have the love and support they need, no matter the state of her personal life. Revisiting the financial strain. Alongside her revelation about her marriage, Dorit also takes a moment to address the growing concerns about her and PK's finances. For years, speculation has swirled about the couple's financial troubles, particularly regarding their lavish lifestyle. During the reunion, Dorit clarifies once and for all what really happened with their house. Yes, the house was in pre-foreclosure, she admits, but that has since been resolved. Her admission comes after months of rumors about the state of their finances, including reports of overdue bills, unpaid loans, and financial mismanagement. Many of her fellow housewives had expressed concern over Dorit's financial well-being, with some questioning how she could maintain her opulent lifestyle without the full support of PK. However, Dorit insists that she had no idea about the pre-foreclosure until the situation had already been addressed. He told me that they changed the rate. He was trying to get a hold of somebody. Nobody was returning his calls. That's the way he does business. Dorit explains, her tone a mix of frustration and resignation. Until they give him his call back, he's not going to pay. It's clear that the couple's finances have been a source of tension for some time. but Dorit insists that PK ultimately resolved the issue. The house, which had once been a symbol of their extravagant lifestyle, now seems more like a reminder of the struggles they faced as a couple. Sutton Stracke's concerns and Dorit's rebuttal. As the conversation shifts, Sutton Stracke enters the discussion, her concerns about Dorit's financial future taking center stage. Sutton, who has always been outspoken, expresses her worry about Dorit's apparent lack of knowledge about her own financial situation. She recalls her own experience during her divorce from ex-husband Christian Stracke, where she was blindsided by the discovery of owning 2 baseball teams and other significant assets. "I was in the dark about so many things in my marriage," Sutton admits. "Communication in a marriage is so important, and I just don't want you to be in the dark the way I was."